Why do some men have so much hatred towards women to the point where if they see another man siding with women through having understanding of their part in a situation or circumstance, to the point where they'd rather call the man a simp. They want to call those type of men a derogatory term because they have empathy towards women and understanding their plight. When the fact of the matter is not even all about just, women. It's just people in general. Why do some men refer to others who stick up for women as simps? Why that term? I wonder if people who use the term simp truly understand its meaning. At first, when I heard the term simp, I'm like, what is that? It just sounded weird to me. So I looked it up. Meaning of simp, according to Wikipedia anyway. A term describing someone who shows excessive sympathy and attention toward another person, typically to someone who does not reciprocate those same feelings in pursuit of affection or a sexual relationship. Now, from that definition I got, and from the instances that I've witnessed, some men call some other men simps, from when they just was showing empathy towards females and some of their circumstances and situations that they're in. For instance, there's a few creators, very few male creators that actually stick up for women. They talk about how, and they don't refer to as a whole, but how some women are just not protected at all by men, and it's true, and it's just crazy to me how, because they say something like that and bring up valid arguments, and proof of their statements and examples through real life situations, women stating things that happen with them that backs up what he's saying as well. And they get called simps just because they're showing sympathy, excessive sympathy. To stand up for a woman is showing excessive sympathy. How about it's showing empathy? You putting yourself in that person's shoes to have a better understanding of why that person feels that way. Seeing if you yourself would feel that way. And a lot of the time they do, which is why they speak up. And in pursuit of affection or a sexual relationship, how about you're just treating others how you want to be treated? It's not to gain specific affection from that person you stood up for. How about it's called doing what's right? And as far as a sexual relationship, most of the men that I've seen who create content towards, empathizing with different situations, that females go through and when other men call them simps, those guys are married. They're not seeking a sexual relationship with the women. But there's men who always want to say that. Why can't a man just want to show love in that way to his sister? Not necessarily saying they have to be blood related or anything, but to his sister. Like, it's crazy why some men, because it's definitely not all, why some men just can't fathom the thought of a man wanting to do what's right and speak up, stand up for his sister without wanting anything in return. At least, definitely not from her. If anything, they want to do what they're supposed to do by pleasing the Most High, God, our Creator, who let us know that we need to treat others as we want to be treated. We need to love others as we love ourselves. There was a time when I stuck up for one of my brothers who creates content geared towards being there, speaking up for females, and he himself is in a beautiful marriage. He's not seeking anything from another female, but he's just walking in a path that the Most High guided him to be an example for those men who aren't doing that, but should. Anyway, I'm sticking up for him because someone called him a simp. And I'm like, okay, you don't want to take time out to mind, what the simp is posting, but you took enough time out to actually read it, actually go through the comments, actually agree with someone else in the comments about the post, but then say you're not paying no mind to it. You obviously did, because you read it and you're in the comments. It doesn't matter if you're responding exactly to his comment, but you're talking about him, calling him a simp to someone else in the comments. So yeah, you are paying mind to it. And so I just stated that fact, that yeah, you are paying mind to it because you're in the comments. You took time out to read his post. You took time out to go through the comments. And even though you didn't reply directly to him, calling him a simp directly, you're doing it through someone else, to someone else, under his post, in the comments. Like, how can you not see that you are paying mind to what he's posting? How can you not see that? But, of course, want to try to go back and forth with me. a female. But he's not doing it with the male. Which brings me to this. Why do some men have so much hatred in their hearts towards females? But then, Holy Spirit had to bring to my remembrance that it was written. The adversary's seed is going to be at enmity with Eve's seed. Period. That's just the way it's going to be. Until some actually choose to change, which a lot of men have. And I'm thankful for that. And I know there will be many more to do so. Which is why I don't care about what this dude or anybody else says about me. They don't know me, obviously. But that's why I will stick up for my brother. He don't know me either. I don't care. I'ma stick up for him anyway. And not just because of what he posts, but because I see and feel where his heart is. And it's right. And I just pray and hope that other men see that they actually will get it. And I'm not going back and forth with the dude in the comments like that. I stated what I stated. He stated what he stated. It is what it is. Hopefully one day he'll get it. Just hoping that he could have got it then. But as it's written, can't throw pearls to swine. They'll trample it under their feet. And fools despise the wise. And don't let it come out of a woman's mouth. Oh my goodness. But things will get better. And I'm thankful for that. But for my bros who keep standing up, who keeps not caring about what anyone else say, thank you. I'm thankful to the Most High that y'all are strong and courageous as it's written, and that you're showing love to others as you do yourself. Thank you. And that's a rose through me to you. Peace and blessings. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.